Good morning, everyone. How's the night? You're welcome to Newspaper Review on Aspheric TV. This morning, I'll be bringing you the news and social media trends for yesterday and news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria. But before I move on, let me go on a quick break.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
Thank you so much for staying with me. I go to the news. Buhari approves sale of forfeited assets within 6 months, sets up committee. The sale of all assets deemed to have been illegally acquired and therefore forfeited to the federal government has been approved by President Muhammadu Buhari. According to the presidential directive, all affected assets must be sold within the next 6 months so as to make more funds available to the government. Muazu Air Vice Marshal Ahmed Muazu has on Monday taken over in acting capacity from Professor Mahmoud Yakubu as the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. This comes as the 5-year tenure of Prof. Yakubu expired on Monday, 9th November 2020. Though he has been reappointed for another 5-year term in office by President Muhammad Buhari, his reappointment is pending approval from the Senate. Buhari directs enrollment of core members into NHIS. The National Youth Service Corps has been directed by President Muhammadu Buhari to enroll core members into National Health Insurance Scheme. The development was disclosed by the Director General of NYSC, Brigadier General Shaibu Ibrahim, during a meeting with bureau chiefs, media executives, and correspondents in Abuja on Monday. NCDC warns against second wave of COVID-19. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, on Monday warned that Nigeria may experience a second wave of the deadly coronavirus, COVID-19. The NCDC made this known through its Director General, Dr. Chigwe Iyekwezu. He stated this while speaking at an ongoing media briefing with newsmen organized by the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. Top FG official, 5 others to be jailed in UAE for funding Boko Haram with $782,000. 6 Nigerians, including a federal government official, have been found guilty by an Abu Dhabi Federal Court of Appeal in United Arab Emirates, UAE, for allegedly providing money to the Boko Haram terrorist group in Nigeria. The suspects were accused of facilitating cash transactions to the Boko Haram group to the tune of $782 million between 2015 and 2016. They had first been found guilty by a lower court in the UAE, prompting them to file an appeal, and have now been found guilty by a higher court as well. Oil workers threaten strike, raise fears of petrol scarcity in Nigeria. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASAN, has directed its members across the country to down tools, prompting fears of imminent petrol scarcity in the country. Should the oil workers go ahead with their planned strike as contained in a letter dated November 8, 2020, which was signed by Pegasan General Secretary Lumumba Okubawa, Nigeria may experience the scarcity of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol. Doctors begin indefinite strike in Ondo State. Resident doctors working in hospitals owned by the Ondo State government on Monday started an indefinite strike action over disagreements with the government. The doctors, operating under the aegis of the National Association of Resident Doctors, the University of Medical Sciences Teaching Hospital, Ondo chapter, are demanding the payment of their outstanding salaries and allowances. But that's all for the news. And right now I'll be going onto the social media news trend that went on yesterday, and also today's news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria. But before then, let's go on a quick break.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
Welcome back. Okay, the social media trends for Monday, 9th November 2020. Buhari. Nigerians have lauded President Muhammad Buhari for directing that the National Youth Service Corps NYSC ensure the enrollment of core members in the National Health Insurance Scheme, NHIS. According to Channels Television, the Director General of NYSC, Brigadier General Shaibu Ibrahim, made the disclosure during a briefing in Abuja on Monday. He has ensured that the NYSC has expanded resources for the critical health needs of core members. The development was widely applauded, with some saying it was geared towards giving the youth a sense of belonging and changed the ugly narratives which culminated in the EndSARS protests across the country. They also called on the federal government to come up with more of such initiatives that will address some of the challenges facing youths in Nigeria. Okay, I move next to INEC chairman. Prof. Mahmood Yakubu has been commended for handing over his duties as chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, despite his reappointment by President Muhammadu Buhari. Prof. Yakubu stressed the importance of vacating the office at a handover ceremony held on Monday at the INEC headquarters in Abuja. Some Nigerians who reacted to this said it was interesting to know that there were still sensible public servants in the country that are not emotionally attached to the sumptuous benefits of their exalted office. They said the INEC boss was setting a very good precedent in a time where most public office holders would rather choose to remain in the office since they have been assured of continuity. Okay, I move next to Niger Governor. Niger State Governor Abubakar Bello has tested positive for coronavirus. Governor Bello disclosed this on Monday via his Twitter handle. The Niger State leader explained that he is asymptomatic and has gone into isolation. His tweet comes a week after rumors that he contracted the virus. Nigerians who reacted to the development expressed concern over the possibility of a second wave of COVID-19 pandemic in the country. They also criticized politicians for always flouting NCDC protocol. And that's all on social media trends for yesterday. Let me now go to today's news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria. Okay, I'll be starting with this day. NSAS protesters demand for justice, good governance, legitimate, says UN. Comment FG's quick response to demands, urges government to facilitate security sector reforms and address concerns. Buhari, it is protesting youth interest to keep peace. You can get that on the front page of this day. Pencom OK's transfer window for pensioners to change PFAs. You can get that on the front page of this day. CBN opposes suits to remove Arabic inscription from bank notes. You can get that on page 5. I move next. Okay, I move next to the Punch. APC convention holds in 2021 NEC meeting before Christmas. APC convention holds in 2021 NEC meeting before Christmas. You can get that on page 2 of the Punch. Telecoms investments rose by $32 billion in 5 years, says FG. You can get that on page 24. IPPIS, petrol scarcity imminent as Pengasyn down tools. You can get that on page 17. Naira may fall to 475 against dollar, says Ruwain. You can get that on page 17. FG panel given 6-month timetable to sell forfeited assets. You can get that on page 6, also on the Punch. Okay, NYSC begins compulsory health insurance, mobilizes 66,000 for orientation. You can get that on page 7 of the Punch. 3 sentenced to death for armed robbery in Ogun and Ekiti. You can get that on page 6 in the Punch. OPC alleged 300 Fulani herdsmen occupying Ibadan community, and you can get that, the full story, from page 29. And that's it for the Punch. I'm moving on to Daily Sun. Ex-IGP Arashe's bombshell on police posting. You can get that on page 5. Fresh civil protest looms, Senate President wants. Fresh civil protest looms and Senate President wants. NSAS targeted at destabilizing Nigeria. Northern coalition tells UN, UK, and US. You can get that, the full story, on page 6. Force scarcity knocks at as oil workers begin strike. Niger governor tests positive for COVID-19. Niger state governor tests positive for COVID-19. You can get the full story on page 26. Buhari orders sale of forfeited assets within 6 months. You can get the full story on page 27 in Daily Sun. President to use our generation on last lap, keep peace, and you can get the full story of that on page 6 in Daily Sun. And that's all in Daily Sun. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for staying with us in Aspheric TV. Thank you for keeping tuned. And I'll be expecting you tomorrow. I am Dayo Olujunwon. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles. Thank you so much. Join me tomorrow, same time on Aspheric TV. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.